Hello, 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 hello. Yes, we're still alive. Beattie has reappeared, along with the British People's League, BritishPeoplesLeague.com, bringing you the British People's League International Internet Lobby Force. Did you get that? The British People's League, BPL, Internet, BPL, International Internet Lobby Force, connecting with those patriots around the globe of British stock, along with our European cousins. Together we are growing. Slowly, steadily, but sure. We're getting rid of the garbage. The garbage is all gone by the wayside, one by one, group by group. What we've got left, focus groups that the British People's League International Internet Force works with. We've got the book publishers, the Cultural Foundation, Candor.org.uk, Candor.org.uk in the motherland, in Britain itself, and they've just come out with a fresh bulletin, which I shall read to you now. Anyway, how you doing out there, gang? Twice a month, for now, come February, 5 days a week. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's I feel like I'm heading for the movies here. It's just not my game, but someone has to do it, so we're doing it. We're filling the niche of the YouTube videos. Candor is filling a big niche with their book publishing. I don't know where to begin. First off, with Candor, they've got this brand new republished The New Unhappy Lords by A.K. Chesterton. It's a fantastic publication, fantastic. It's almost a Bible of the old right. So we want you young ones out there to have a read. And towards the back, they've given the British People's League a fantastic plug. Now, getting the camera focused here is great fun. However, we're trying, yes. The very top British People's League plug at the back of this reprinted edition of The New Unhappy Lords by A.K. Chesterton. And we can't thank Candor enough for this beautiful, beautiful plug. Okay, so how do you get this fantastic book? Candor.org.uk and get the specific details. I'm not much of a salesman when it comes to specifics like this. I'll tell you, if we ever open up with T-shirts and this, that, and the other, well, we'll have to get Sarah down in Oshawa to handle that aspect with the caps and so on. But I'll do my best to plug it properly. So it's been suggested to me, I've been authorized by the Candor people, that The New Unhappy Lords, anywhere in North America, is $30 cash. That $30 includes postage, and as we all know, postage is horrible these days. So $30, and it's just a terrific insight into the powers that be, the global powers. And it was first published way back 1965. This is the 5th edition, August 2013. So get in on that for sure. Okay, here's their bulletin from Candor Magazine, publishers. Dear all, various things to report this month. Number one, the new issue of Candor is ready and is being printed now. It will be posted out to subscribers over the next couple of weeks. This is a double issue consisting of 16 pages. Point two, we, Candor, will have a book stand at the upcoming John Tyndall Memorial Meeting in October. If you're attending, please come and say hello. Now, as on an aside here, Beattie speaking to you, dig out the details. Candor.org.uk will have all the details of the date and the locale for the John Tyndall Memorial, where they're going to have a stand, which is terrific. We're working together here, folks, plugging each other, scratching each other's back. That's the way it should be. To hell with the outside world. We've got our own little world. Our little world is growing bigger and stronger and stronger. We're not in this for the splash, the gizmo. We're here in memory of our ancestors and down the road for the future. I always want to aim this broadcast at 19-year-old bracket, male and female. Get to that in a bit. So number 3 on the Candor News Bulletin. We have a new page on our website, Take Action, which hopefully will encourage readers to write to the press and make the controlled media acknowledge our views. If you have written to the press, why not let us have a copy which others could use as a template? Point 4, as I have been plugging, the hardback edition of the new Unhappy Lords by A.K. Chesterton, mentioned in the August Candor update, is complete and is listed in our website bookshop. Best wishes, the A.K. Chesterton Trust. Now, just as a bit of irony here, an older relative, cousin removed or whatever, of A.K. Chesterton, the fine scholar, writer of the new Unhappy Lords. So, getting ready, the day job, slowly squeezing it out professionally, in a professional manner. And while doing so, I'm coming across old books hidden in my library. There we have A Short History of England by G.K. Chesterton. And the little book that I have, the camera here, but anyway, it's an old Short History of England. There we go, there. I think you could spot that, by G.K. Chesterton. And this little baby was published in, reprinted 1930. So we're heading close to 100 years on this baby. And it's a good reminder of what we're here for. And of course, we got to watch that British thing. Scottish, Irish, wise people, W for Wales, I for Ireland, S for Scotland, E for England. Okay? British People's League. It's like preparing for a major production, these short videos. We've got to keep them exciting. I'm not going to start taking pills like Rush Limbaugh. So it's got to come from the heart, which it does for you people, to keep us united. But the reality is, prior to the show, I was saying, well, what really are we? The British People's League is an international internet lobby force. That is what we have developed into. And we're going to work together. Now, the second plug today, working together, is for the National Front, the revised National Front. They've overhauled, renewed energy. So check out Google. I mean, anything I throw to you, just Google. National Front, United Kingdom, National Front, the motherland. They've really picked up. They're really getting on the roll again. They've always been there. They've had their ups and downs. They've gotten a lot of dead weight rid of and renewed with vigor. And this is where I'm talking to 19-year-olds. I say specifically 19-year-olds because I think that was the average age of the young men that died and those that survived in the Battle of Britain, the Spitfire pilots, way back when. That's the age bracket we need, desperately need. Now, the English Defence League, they have the 19-year-olds out on their marches. Their strolls, whatever you want to call it, where the police kettle them in like goldfish. They get to fly the flags and go for a stroll and chant. Yes, that's all very well and fine, you young lads out there, but Candor could use some help. The National Front needs you. You are needed again. The 19-year-olds are needed again. The Spitfire pilots, the spirit of the Spitfire pilots. We older guys cannot do it on our own. Throughout history, we need the 19-year-old bracket. A lot of you are unemployed, unfortunately, but you know, give you something to do while you're looking for work, whatever. Pitch in with the National Front. Pitch in with Candor. Here at head office of the British People's League, we get drop-ins occasionally from young people. We're not in a position to offer room and board. We've got the room, not so much about the board. and the visitors do drop in, and we put them to work sorting out papers, etc. And in the new year, when yours truly becomes full-time for the British People's League, with the videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 20-minute videos, a review of the news, we're calling it the Dinosaur News, then we'll need help as well. You're needed out there, you young people. Even if you can only drop by 3 days every 6 months, when we have enough numbers rotating volunteer help, then we can continue with our internet, with our British People's League International Internet Lobby Force. British People's League International Internet Lobby Force. You got that? Pass it on. So how are you anyway? You're looking in? I know you're glad to see Beattie still alive. And yes, I had promised 2 videos a month, and we're keeping our word. And come the new year, Beattie Boy is going to have to really work. And I think I mentioned before, we're not going to start plugging for $20 bill donations till February. Okay? And at that time, we will be asking for donations. But we have to set up a banking procedure and technicalities, whatever. We've got our reasons, but we're going to start in February. And we're not going to be crying the blues and taking up much time in the videos. We're going to stick to the $20 bill figure. If all you can afford is less, fine. Anything's appreciated or more. But again, not till February. Time flies. It's just around the corner. So, speaking now within Canada, there's an interesting situation on the freedom of speech issue. There's a fine conservative organization in Canada called Free Dominion. Again, anything I mention on the shows here, Google it up. Free Dominion. And just this past week, the key principles of Free Dominion are in civil court, being sued by how shall we put it, self-appointed lawyer in Ottawa who's always looking for any words that might offend him or friends of his, and he's made a career out of this over the last few years. So there's a civil trial going on, a jury of 6 people. And on Free Dominion, you can read about it on their excellent web page. Guess why I'm sort of slowing down for a minute here? I just don't know how quite to put this. It's disappointing to see the small number of posts to do with the ongoing civil trial. It's all about freedom of speech. Yours truly, well, controversial past and so on. I like to leave conservatives set in their ways, and I don't like to rock the boat. But I've put a couple of posts on. They have a reporting blog person who's totally independent of Free Dominion. And when you go into the Free Dominion and read about the civil trial, you'll get this independent blog link. So I posted a couple of comments there. And a couple of others have mentioned too. I mean, it's pathetic that there aren't more posters in support of the people that are being sued. I guess I have to be careful how far I go because it's before the court right now. But if I'm being careful, and you know me, folks, I take chances galore. Well, I can see the average citizen being nervous to comment. But you can still wish the Fourniers good luck, etc., the head principals of Free Dominion. So those of you out there who are interlinked with Free Dominion, do that. Get some posts in there. One thing for sure, the Free Dominion posters and the forum people, they do make a lot of financial sacrifices to beat off the legal activity, the civil stuff over the years, in the ongoing constant battle for freedom of speech. But yes, in past video productions, we have of course stressed that a major victory for freedom of speech was getting section knocked off the books. So we're a bit freer on the internet and so on. It's just we have to be so careful. And I frankly admire anyone in the patriotic cause who has an open forum, because that's where you have to watch out for trolls. They call them trolls, I guess, and mischief seekers and people who are setting up traps so that the things could end up in court. Whereas with these YouTube sermons, twice a month from yours truly, I don't have to worry about that risk. We're even thinking of the 1-800 line, which is free and available in North America, about hooking it in these shows, but I'm still dubious about that. You just have to have one character phone in and say the wrong words, breaking the heavy-duty hate law, and, you know, there's a debate on that too, but that's heavy-duty. I mean, you really have to be stirring up, like people stirring up hatred against the white race. Those are the people that we want to get charged. So that law in the books is going to help the white man down the road in the future when we can really use legal assets to go forward and push aside creeps that are trying to make us nervous. Well, don't be nervous. As one of the postings I made through that linkage on Free Dominion in the last few days, I put my name down and I just said, hey, I've been smeared most of my adult life, but it's by losers. We're still here. Hasn't affected my life in the slightest. They're the losers. When they have to seek out and smother freedom of speech, they can't handle any criticism, they're the losers. They're the whiners. They're the pouters. They're the little people on the planet who can't get on with their own lives. They have to seek out anything they can whine about. They whine. They try and control freedom of speech. Well, it ain't happening. Internet dialogue amongst patriots around the globe is picking up, and picking up. But again, do look into the free speech matter with Free Dominion. And I was going to get at the sacrifice a lot of their posters make. I notice whenever another suit comes up, oh, they just say the wrong words, the wrong way. And not so much the principals, but somebody on the forum, anonymous posters, whoever. But, you know, their people back them up. They do dig deep into their little pockets and cover lawyers' expenses. So I admire Free Dominion for that. They've been around a long time. But hey, we've all got different approaches, and we all help each other in one way or another. Now, I feel I've covered. I haven't given you anything with fantastic teeth in it today, except you youngsters out there. Get with the program. John Tyndall Memorial coming up in the motherland. I believe it's sometime in October. Attend it, folks. I wish I was over there. Well, hey, I don't even have money to keep the heat on good in this place. Next show, I'll probably have to have a sweater on. We don't put the oil on till the dead of winter, like so many pensioners who are suffering in the motherland. So I guess this would be more of a lecture style. I wish I could come up with some lines to just really incite you to legal activities. We know you're out there. We're here for you. We ain't going anywhere. And we'll be back with our next broadcast before the end of September. Replay the broadcast a couple of times to take note of some of the major points we've said today. So this is John Beattie, International Director of the British People's League, signing off September 15th, 2013. And yes, the heading for today's talk will be BPL, International Internet Lobby Force. Good day to you all, and be well, and we will talk to you next broadcast.